This is North Myrtle Beach Chiefs basketball on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network, and it starts right now.
Hello and welcome to North Myrtle Beach Chiefs girls basketball here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. My name is Brandon Biskobing. I'll be bringing you all the action tonight, and joining me as usual is Tyler Kerp as the number 6 North Myrtle Beach Lady Chiefs try to make it 3 for 3 here in North Augusta as they face off against the number 14 North Augusta Yellow Jackets. North Augusta, the number 1 seed, ranked number 2 in the quadruple A coaches poll, number 6 in Max Prep's quadruple A rankings, and they are trying to get an entire class state championships in each of their 4 seasons. They have won the state title in the last 3 seasons, but the Chiefs try to ruin the party tonight as they tried to make it 3 for 3 here in North Augusta. The football team came into North Augusta during the playoffs this past fall, and this past Saturday, the boys came in and beat the North Augusta Yellow Jackets here in North Augusta. Once again, I'm Brandon Biskobing, and joining me is Tyler Kerp. And Tyler, this is the big one. The Chiefs trying to ruin the party tonight.
Well, that's the main objective for Coach Brooks Smith and the Chiefs tonight. They're going to do anything they can necessary to move on to the lower state finals, I believe on Friday or Saturday, I believe it is.
It will be on Friday at the Florence Center, so we'll talk about that more later. Once again, the number 6 North Myrtle Beach Chiefs come in with a record of 22-4, 7-3 in region play. They are a number 2 seed. They're the number 9th ranked team in the quadruple A coaches poll, number 4 in Max Prep's quadruple A rankings. Max Prep's giving a lot of love to the Chiefs and not so much love to the Yellow Jackets.
Well, the Yellow Jackets, they definitely deserve a lot of love.
Absolutely.
As you said, they 3-time state champions, 2018, 2019, and oh my goodness, 2017, 2018, 2019. Yes. I'm getting a little ahead of myself there.
Yeah, we don't want the 2021
No. But this North Augusta team, they've pretty much power drove through a schedule in a very dominating way that I haven't seen before. So I'm just going to run down some quick stats. So, North Augusta, coached by Al Wilson, their last game, a 78-42 win versus Myrtle Beach on this floor on February 21st. Like we saw last night with the boys, the girls are also 8-0 at home, so maybe deja vu as the Chiefs are just taking the court here for warm-ups. Another absurd stat, they are averaging as a team 71.6 points per game. That is outstanding for girls basketball, no matter what level you're at.
Absolutely.
And their plus-minus is the one that sticks out to me. So this season they have scored a total of 1,937 points, and they have given up only 881. That's a plus-minus of 1,056.
Yeah. Yellow Jackets coming into this game at 25-2, 10-0 in their region. Their only 2 losses, one was to an out-of-state team, and the other was to an upper-state team, which, if you followed South Carolina basketball or any sport for that matter, the upstate is more often than not better in quality than the lower state. So the only 2 losses for North Augusta were to very dominant and very good opponents. Their 2 big players, Talea Burns and Jaimani Ingram, both named to the All-State team. And Jaimani Ingram, you'll be rooting for her next year, not against.
Not tonight.
She is going to Winthrop,
where
you
I'm
will
going.
also be going.
Well, the only North Augusta losses this year, as you just said, Brandon, I actually have them in my notes. On December 30th, they lost 100-71 against Hamilton Heights Christian Academy out of Tennessee, and a 61-59 loss versus number 1 seed Westwood, who is in action against, I want to say, Wilson. I actually wrote Crestwood.
No, well, Crestwood is playing Wilson tonight.
Okay.
Westwood is in the upper state bracket.
They need to find some different names for these places. I got it mixed up. I'm sorry. But as a team this season, North Augusta is shooting 46% from the field, 31% from 3, and 58% from the foul line. So this is an all-around team, and they have a lot of height, as they have 3 players who are 6'2", and they're not going to be graduating anytime soon. So those players are number 24, Paris Smith, a freshman, averaging 1.7 blocks per game. And 2 sisters, Erin Moore and Erica Moore, both 6'2" sophomores. Erin is part of the volleyball team here at North Augusta. And Erica is, well, looks like she really hasn't played much. I don't know, it seems like the stat sheet. I'm going to let Brandon do that.
Yeah, she hasn't played a ton. She's only had 5 of 9 free throw percentage, 0 of 1 3-point percentage. But, yeah, 2 sisters, a lot of height on this team, and that's something that we talked about with Coach Smith about, like you mentioned, this team, a very wide gap in the points average, averaging 71.74 points per game, and opponents only averaging 32.629 points per game. Absolutely dominant on the defensive end for this North Augusta team.
Well, I believe there was one point this season where North Augusta beat a team 115-10. And I thought when the Chiefs beat Conway 56-4 in their
that
I thought, yeah, in the first round game against South Aiken, I thought that was a blowout. But to win by 105 points, wow,
Yeah,
wow.
That is certainly impressive.
And looking at the Chiefs here in warm-ups, they look very determined. I mean,
Yeah.
I started looking at them about 2 or 3 minutes ago, and they have not missed a shot yet. So they know that they're going to have to minimize the mistakes. Actually, they're going to have to play pretty much a mistake-free game tonight, because it's going to be a good one. I mean, North Augusta is the kind of team that will make you pay for mistakes.
That game you just mentioned right there, 115-10 over Midland Valley at Midland Valley.
Wow. Well, if I'm correct, I believe Midland Valley was like 1-9 in region play.
I don't believe they had a very good record this season.
Yeah, there were 2 teams that were 1-9.
Yeah, they were 1-9, as was Brooklyn Casey here in Region 5. So the Chiefs look to try to stop the 4-peat attempt here. So we'll send it over to our interview with Coach Smith right now, and then come right back with some more pregame notes and analysis and keys to the game, getting you ready for this quarterfinal matchup between the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs and the North Augusta Yellow Jackets here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. We're here with Coach Smith ahead of tonight's game between North Myrtle Beach and North Augusta. And Coach, a great win against Bluffton on Friday, or on Saturday, or Thursday, excuse me.
Thursday.
But the second quarter, team got a little sluggish. What did you tell them at halftime to get them remotivated?
Well, basically, we just told them to control the basketball and control the tempo of the game, because at some point they started rushing a little too much and not making decisions that, we practice all season. Whenever you have 30 to 40 seconds left on the clock, you discipline yourself to one shot. And that's what we were trying to tell them to do. And for whatever reason, the adrenaline must have got the best of them, and they decided to take shots that they didn't need to do. So, doing those things mentally today is going to make a huge difference in our success in the game as we play possession by possession.
You mentioned the mental aspect of this game, and this North Augusta team, their seniors have not seen defeat in the state playoffs in their entire career. How much of a mental aspect is that to have your team say, instead of focusing on the history, saying we can win, we can do this?
I mean, I think it's exciting. It's a hunger that we have, obviously, that they don't have, because they've already been in that situation where they've already, won the championship, and, we haven't, and that allows us to be a lot more hungry compared to them. And I think that is what's going to motivate us and push us to go out here today and use that to our advantage to really dominate on the court.
They have 2 all-state players in Talia Burns and Jemani Ingram, one who's going to Winthrop. And you've had some success against top caliber players like Loyal McQueen of Wilson. Is that a good building block and a good template for you guys to use going into this game against her?
I mean, absolutely. And I think that playing teams like that, where they do have people that are going at a higher level already, is good for us, because we know we can compete with those levels. We've competed with McQueen in the past and other Division I players that have gone on to play basketball, and it hasn't stopped us or prevented us from coming out here and doing what we need to do. I think a difference that sets us apart is that, as a coach, I get to see what these girls are behind the scenes, and a lot of these college coaches don't get to see what I do on the aspect. And we definitely have some girls here at a level that could be Division I and B, where these other girls are sitting. And in fact, I think that they have a better work ethic than some of the other girls out here in our region, in our class, that are actually going Division I.
How would you say overall the region schedule as a whole, instead of just Wilson, has prepared you for a game like this?
Well, I definitely think that we have a tougher region in the state, which can always help you along the way if you're having success. And I think that the games that we've been through, the losses and the wins, have definitely built us up to where we need to be and taught us a lot of lessons along the way. But it's good to have a region that's tough. I mean, you look at Bluffton, they didn't have a region that was as tough, and it kind of shot them in the foot, because you can win a lot of games against teams that aren't as tough as you. And for us being able to play the Myrtle Beach and the Wilsons and the Marlboro counties, I think that's definitely helped us to be a better team.
Would you have to say you think that Region 6 is probably the toughest region in 4A?
I don't know. I don't know the regions well enough, I don't think, to know. But I know that we definitely down here in the lower states have a very tough bracket on this side to be fighting against some of these top teams in the state. And I do know that we do have a tougher region in the state. I don't know if it's the toughest, but definitely one of the tougher ones.
One of the players who's really come alive as of late in the season, and of course in the playoffs, is Daviana Hatchell. With North Augusta having 3 players that are 6'2", your bigs obviously are going to have their work cut out tonight, and Daviana is going to have to lead the way. How do you feel like she's going to be able to fend off those tall trees in North Augusta's paint?
Well, I mean, you definitely got to get inside position always, and I think that's going to be a main key. You also have to be disciplined and not foul, because we can't afford anybody to get in any foul trouble. And sometimes you got to give up the 2 points over the foul, and that's what we'll have to make sure we do. We do have Jen and Jordan who can jump about 6'5", so that really helps us in that process. They might not be 6'2", but they definitely have ups and can definitely secure the basketball. And Adea Vereen is excellent at pulling boards, even though she's short, but she's a scrapper, and she's not afraid to get in there with the best of them.
This team was in a similar position 2 years ago. They made it to the 3rd round before losing to Wilson, and they haven't gone to the state semis in a long time. How big of a deal would it be for this team to be able to go to Florence and get that far?
I don't even know if it's describable. I think that it's every coach's dream that, especially for me, first-time varsity coach, to even being made it this far has been exceptional and very successful in my eyes, and I'm very, very pleased with where we're at, knowing that we can still go a step further. But if we continue to go a step further, all we can do is count our blessings and thank God that we have this opportunity, that we have such a good team, that we love each other and we can laugh and hug each other and win at the same time, and still care very much about each other like a family. And I think that's the most important thing, is that we won't forget any of these moments, no matter what they are, and we can use these in our life as we go on. And I was just sitting there today on the bus thinking, man, I really love these girls, and I'm not ready for this to end. So our goal is to be in Florence on Friday.
Well, neither are we. Both the boys and the girls have had a great season thus far. Thanks a lot, and let's go to Florence.
All right. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Tyler.
Thank you. That was Coach Smith ahead of tonight's game against North Augusta, and, she brought up a lot of good points. I think, we've talked about it throughout the season. This team really does feel like a family, and nobody wants to let their, sister down, and they want to get this win for each other, for the school, and I think they certainly have the capability to do it.
And that's the main thing when it comes to a lot of sports teams. You have to be actual teammates. You have to get along with each other. A lot of these players connect with one another, and it's great that they bring in faith in our Lord and Savior into it, because that's the true beauty of sports. A team working together as one, not having to rely on one player, regardless of the sport. It's a very beautiful thing.
Yeah. Well, basketball especially is one of those sports where, yes, you can have that one star player and they can potentially get you through in some games. But, look on the boys' side, look at Hartsville this season. They pretty much had Cesar Edwards and no one else, and they struggled as a result. So...
Sorry.
Go
One more thing
ahead.
I'd like to say.
Yep.
Coach Smith brought up that the Chiefs have to stay out of foul trouble, and then, if I remember correctly, I believe one of the Burgers got into foul trouble early in the Bluffton game.
Yeah.
Well, one stat that was brought up to me during Saturday night's game was that during the North Augusta Myrtle Beach game, is that there were 28 fouls called the whole game. And there were 3 of them called on North Augusta.
Yeah, so a very heavily favoring North Augusta foul count. Chiefs will have to be wary of that tonight. Not sure if it will be the same refs as it was against Myrtle Beach. And one other thing that we didn't mention yet, and I should have asked Coach Smith about this, was the fact that they kept the score of the Myrtle Beach game up on the scoreboard when we arrived on Saturday for the boys game, basically, trying to show the girls team, which I'm guessing they expected to come here, look what we did against Myrtle Beach.
Well, the way I interpreted that scoreboard being up, it was actually like that even into warm-ups. Pretty much it was the North Augusta girls pretty much telling the North Myrtle Beach girls, we're waiting for you.
Yeah.
Look what we did, and you're next. And the Chiefs, they're not going to let that get into their heads. They know that, obviously, this is a must-win game, but they're not going to take the atmosphere. They're not going to take the history of North Augusta and let it get into their heads. North Augusta, their record at home in the past 4 seasons, so the 3 championship seasons and this one, 43-0.
Yeah, so they have a very distinctive home court advantage. So this is going to be a very tough game for the Chiefs, but they will look to get it done and give the Yellow Jackets their first loss at home in a few years. We'll take a quick break and come right back with starting lineups and opening tip-off here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. welcome back as we are just about set for tip-off here in North Augusta, and we have the starting lineup for you now. First, for the North Augusta Lady Yellow Jackets, it will be number 0, Talea Burns, number 11, Ayana Hightower, number 12, Jaimani Ingram, number 24, Paris Smith, and number 25, Kiana Lee. For the Chiefs, it will be number 10, Adea Vereen, number 22, Riley Vincent, number 23, Jordan Berger, number 24, Daviana Hatchell, and number 31, Jenna Berger, as we have tip-off, and we are underway. Chiefs get the ball, and they will start with possession. Hatchell with the ball. She'll bring it up over the timeline, pass it over to Vincent. Vincent over to Berger. Berger near side wing. She'll bring it far side. Now passes it over to Hatchell, far side wing. Hatchell with the ball. Now she brings it near side. Now passes it over to Berger, near side wing. Berger with the ball. Coming towards us. Now passes it out to Jenna. Jenna to Jordan. Laying good.
That was Jenna.
Jordan to Jenna. Reverse that, and the Chiefs take the early 2-0 lead. Now around the perimeter, passes it out. Now back out. 3 by Hightower is good.
They counted out of 2.
They'll count that as a long 2, so it's tied up once again as Hatchell brings the ball up over the timeline. Stutter step crossover, now kicks it out to Vereen. Vereen near side wing. We'll bring it far side, passes it over to Vincent. Vincent at the point, passes it to Berger. Berger at the point, passes it to Hatchell. Hatchell, stutter step, now brings it over, now passes it out to Vincent, who thought about taking the shot, but now passes it inside to Berger. Berger to Vereen, floater, no good. Offensive rebound, however, by Vereen, and they reset. Berger with the floater now, no good as well. Tip around, another offensive rebound by Vereen. 3 by Hatchell, no good. Another offensive rebound by Vereen. She lays it up, no good again. And finally, the Yellow Jackets are able to get it. An errant pass almost goes out of bounds, but it's recovered. Now Hightower with the ball, and she'll reset. Hightower passes it over. Now over to Smith, near side corner. Now back over to Hightower. Over to Burns now, far side wing. She passes it back over to Hightower, now back over to Smith. Smith passes it over far side corner, over to Ingram. Ingram over to Hightower at the point. Now back over to Smith. Smith passes it inside, laying attempt, no good. Scramble for the ball. It will go out of bounds, and it will be Chiefs ball.
Well,
it will be Yellow Jackets ball. They will
Chiefs ball.
They will be Chiefs ball.
North Augusta's just going into the press.
Into the full court press. Long pass, cross court, and it's intercepted by Burns. Burns drive, kick out, driving baseline, laying attempt, no good, but a foul is called, and Jaimani Ingram will go to the line to shoot 2.
And I believe that's already the first foul on Jordan Berger. Yep, that is correct.
And we talked to Coach Smith about that earlier. Chiefs definitely have to stay out of foul trouble, and with a little under 2.5 minutes left coming off the clock as the first free throw is up and good. Already 1 foul for Berger. 3-2 now, Chiefs trailing by 1. Jaimani Ingram, 59% free throw shooter.
I was going to say, I was curious if she was the best foul shooter.
As the second one, no good, rebounded by Hatchell. Hatchell gets double teamed, able to get it out to Vincent. Full court press. Now Hatchell will bring it up, and they will back off. Berger now with the ball. Stutter step brings the baseline. Now passes it out to Vincent. Vincent will bring it over to the point. Now drives near side. Floater.
Yes! Nice floater by Riley Vincent, and the Chiefs retake the lead 4-3 at the 5:10 mark.
Hightower will slow it down, bringing it up to the point. Now passes it over to Burns. Burns will drive baseline, puts up a lay-in attempt, and good. A high lay-in goes in. And it's now 5-4. Just under 5 left to go. A long outlet pass. Berger is able to save it, but it will go out of bounds off of Jenna Berger. Or no, excuse me, it will be off of a North Augusta player.
So Vereen's going to trigger the inbounds play. The Chiefs down by 1 at the 4:52 mark.
Nice job by Jordan Berger to save that one. Jenna now with the long 2, no good. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram will now push the tempo. She'll drive, lay in, good. 7-4 North Augusta. Vereen now with the ball. Now over to Vincent. Vincent will bring it over the timeline. Vincent will bring it far side, passes it over to Hatchell, far side corner. Now she stuttered, steps, passes it over to Vincent, who lost the handle but is able to recover. Vincent now passes it inside to Vereen. Vereen now brings it far side. Now over to Vincent. Vincent spin move, drives baseline, passes it inside to Berger, lay in, good.
Jordan Berger gets on the board now. 7-6 at the 4-minute mark.
Long pass out to Burns. Burns passes it inside. Backing down her man, putting up a shot, no good. Offensive rebound, however, now kicks out to Hightower with the three from the point. Good.
Well, she was wide open at the top of the key. It's no surprise she made that one.
So 10-6 now with just under 4 left to go. Vereen brings it out, now passes it inside to Berger, no good. She's able to save it though. Now Berger gets double teamed underneath. Passes it inside to Hatchell and she'll get hit. And she will go to the line to shoot 2.
And it's going to be crucial for North Myrtle Beach to make the freebies. We don't know how many fouls will be called on North Augusta tonight, so the Chiefs have to take advantage of any opportunity they have to get to the line.
3.5 left to go in the first quarter as the first free throw, no good. Rims out, and it remains 10-6. Chiefs down by 4. As the North Augusta student section gets loud, and she does make the second one. Long outlet pass, now passes inside, and a jump ball will be called. Possession arrow will favor North Augusta.
Well, nice job by Adia Vereen going toe-to-toe with the 6'2" Lee, getting the...
Passes it inside, and a foul is called, and that'll send Lee to the line to shoot 2 now.
And that's going to be on Adia Vereen. So that's the second Chiefs foul.
First free throw by Lee is good. A high arcing free throw by Lee. She is a 65% free throw shooter. And she is the leading rebounder for the Yellow Jackets with 8.9 rebounds per game, as the second one also goes up and in. Vincent now brings the ball up over the timeline. Now passes it over far side wing to Hatchell. Hatchell over to Berger, far side corner. Now back over to Hatchell. Vincent with the 3 now, no good. Rebounded by Ingram, a strong rebound by her. And she'll now bring it up. Now hands it off to Hightower. Hightower back over to Ingram, back over to Burns now. Burns passes it inside to Ingram. Ingram with the 2, no good. Airballed it. And a scramble for the ball, and Vincent comes up with it. She'll drive, and she loses the handle, and it will go out of bounds. It will be North Augusta ball, and that's the type of unforced error that you cannot make against this North Augusta team.
Well, let's see how the Chiefs defense will react. It looks like they're going into a bit of a zone here, trying to make it difficult for North Augusta to get the ball over the timeline.
Burns passes it inside, and a whistle is blown, and they will call a double dribble on Smith.
So at the 2:34 mark remaining in the first quarter, Chiefs down 12-7. It's been a very light scoring game thus far. It seems like the Chiefs are trying to control the tempo, even if that means slowing it down and eating some clock early on in this one.
Vincent brings the ball over the timeline, passes it over to Hatchell, far side wing. Now over to Berger, far side corner. Now passes it inside to Berger, laying attempt, no good. Scramble for the ball, and Vereen comes up with it, and she will draw a foul. That foul will be charged on Lee.
So that's 2 team fouls apiece now, as Adia Vereen will inbound in front of the cheerleaders of North Augusta.
Hatchell with the ball, passes it over to Vincent, far side wing. Back over to to Hatchell, who takes a 3 from the near side wing, and she drains it.
And she's going to need to be solid from 3 if the Chiefs want to win this one. Now back to a 2-point game, 12-10 at the 2-minute mark.
Hightower brings it far side wing. Now passes it over to Ingram. Ingram back over to Hightower. She'll bring it near side back to the point. Now passes it over to Burns. Now back to Lee. Lee passes the inside layup attempt. No good. Offensive rebound by Ingram, though, and the putback is good.
Ingram's making shots that I don't know how they're going in.
I mean, that's why she's going to a Division I school. As Hatchell with the ball far side wing. Now over to Vincent. Vincent thought about taking the three, but now brings it back out. Now over to Berger. Berger inside the Berger, and a scramble for the ball. Jump ball will be called. Possession arrow will favor the Chiefs. Vereen will inbound from the baseline.
It's going to be interesting to see what the Chiefs can do here with the inbounds play.
Passes over to Hatchell. Hatchell with the three from the far side corner. No good. Vereen gets the offensive rebound. Also no good. Again an offensive rebound by Berger. Again no good. Vereen with the lay-in attempt. No good at either. And now the Yellow Jackets get the ball back. 3 buckets. Talea Burns with the three.
I thought her foot was on the line. But whatever.
17-10 with a minute left to go in the first quarter. Hatchell with the ball. Vincent now with the ball at the point. Passes it back over to Hatchell. Hatchell back over to Vincent, who takes a three from the far side wing. No good. Scramble for the ball, and Lee comes up with it. Now Burns with another three. No good. And an offensive rebound again by North Augusta. Hightower with the ball. Now back over to Burns. Now back over to Ingram. Now over to Burns, who takes another three, and she drains it again. Yellow Jackets with a 10-point lead with 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 20-10. Hatchell with the ball. Now passes over to Vincent. Now back over to Hatchell. Now back over to Berger.
10
Berger
seconds.
to Hatchell. Hatchell over to Vereen. Vereen passes it inside to Berger, and it will go out of bounds off of Berger. And it will be North Augusta ball.
Another costly turnover for the Chiefs.
And it looks like North Augusta is starting to run away with this one a little bit. As a slight full court press, long outlet pass. Burns with a three again, no good this time. And that'll end the first quarter. So after one, the Chiefs are down by 10, 20-10 here in North Augusta.
Well, the Chiefs their strategy is to milk some clock, to control the tempo, and they did that for, I'd say, roughly the first 5 minutes or so in the first quarter.
They were doing well of keeping pace with the Yellow Jackets for the first probably 3 or 4 minutes of that quarter, but then in that second half of the quarter, the Yellow Jackets just took over.
Well, there were 2 instances when the Chiefs were on offense where they'd get like 2, maybe 3 offensive rebounds, and they just couldn't convert.
Yeah, and that's something that you have to be able to convert your free throws and convert your second chance opportunities.
Well, there's still 24 minutes left in this one. It's still going to be a good one. The Chiefs know that they're not out of this one yet, and you could bet Coach Smith is telling them, you got to start playing with more intensity.
And gotta make your shots.
Exactly. You have to charge at North Augusta. This is a team that a lot of teams have backed down to them before, but the Chiefs are probably most definitely not one of those teams.
As North Augusta starts the second quarter, Hightower with the ball. Passes it over. Now far side. Now over. Now back over to Burns. Now back over to Hightower. Hightower over to Ingram. Ingram now back over to Burns. Burns back over to Ingram. Now passes it over to Hightower. Hightower tries to pass it inside. And a floater, no good. Offensive rebound, though, again no good. And this time Hatchell is able to come up with it. Vincent will call out a play from the point. Passes it over to Hatchell. Hatchell passes it inside. Over to Vereen, laying good. Nice pass by Hatchell over the head of Berger all the way to Vereen, who snuck her way into the paint and got the lay-in. Now passes it inside to Ingram. Ingram kick out, three, no good. Rebounded by Berger.
Well, now the Chiefs are starting to play with a bit more intensity on the defensive boards, and they're going to need to if they want to get back in this one.
Vereen passes it over to Vincent. Vincent at the point will reset and call out a play. Passes it over to Berger, back over to Vincent. Vincent over to Hatchell. Hatchell to Berger. Berger with the three.
Yes!
Drains it off the backboard. 20-15. Chiefs trail by 5 with 6.5 left to go in the half. Now Hightower with the ball. Passes it over to Ingram. Now back over to Hightower. Hightower to Burns. Burns passes it inside. Ingram will drive, lane attempt, good, and one.
And
Excuse me, that was Kiana Lee who made that lay-in and drew the foul.
And that's a no-no for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
If you want it. We talked to Coach Smith, and she said, we'll let them take your 2 points. We just don't want the foul.
Exactly.
So Lee with 4 points on the night thus far, a perfect 2 of 2 from the line. She's looking to extend that 22-15 at the 6:16 mark.
And her high-arcing free throw does not go in this time. Moss gets the rebound. Now passes it over to Vincent. Vincent will bring it far side. Passes it inside to Vereen. Vereen, it gets stolen by Burns. Burns will go coast to coast, passes it inside, laying good, and one again.
Wow.
This time, it's Hightower who draws the foul and makes the bucket. And now the Yellow Jackets can extend the lead back up to double digits once again with just under 6 minutes left to go in the half. Free throw, no good, rebounded by Berger. Hatchell with the ball, passes it over to Vincent. Vincent passes it over to Hatchell. Hatchell back to Vincent at the point. Vincent back over to Hatchell, near side wing. Now passes it inside to Vereen. Vereen out to Hatchell. Hatchell will drive, floater from the baseline, no good. Offensive rebound by Berger, laying good.
Jordan Berger showing more intensity on the glass now. That gives her 7 points tonight.
Now Lee with the ball. Passes across court to Burns. Burns with the three. Buckets.
You can't leave any player on this North Augusta team wide open.
And Talea Burns especially. She's a 36% three-point shooter, and she's already made a couple tonight.
3 to be exact.
Hatchell with the ball. Passes it over to Vincent. Vincent gets tied up, and a whistle will be blown.
Well, North Augusta is starting to turn up the intensity on their defense. They have played man-to-man. They have played zone. Looks like they're going to be going back to zone here as Hatchell will inbound in front of the North Augusta bench.
Hatchell passes over to Vincent. Back over to Hatchell, far side wing. Now back over to Vincent. Vincent to Berger, near side wing. Now passes it inside to Berger, laying good off the backboard. 27-19 with 4:45 left to go in the half. Now Hightower passes over to Lee. Lee with the three, no good. Offensive rebound by Hightower. She comes running in and puts the lay-in and good. 29-19 with 4.5 left to go. Vincent brings the ball up over the timeline. She'll bring it far side. Now passes it over to Berger. Berger brings it far side. Now passes it over to Vincent. Vincent will drive baseline, puts up a floater, no good. Rebounded by Lee. Lee, long outlet pass, lay-in, good. Ingram with the lay-in, and Coach Smith says we need a timeout.
And that's a badly needed timeout. Ingram just made her way down the floor very fast. She broke through the Chiefs' defense, was able to get a bunny layup. Coach Smith said that's enough. And something has to change here.
Absolutely.
Down by 12 here, 31-19. A little over halfway left in the first half, but all the momentum at this point is with North Augusta.
Yeah, just over 4 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. And the Chiefs really need to get something going if they want to get back into this one. Down by 12.
Well, the Chiefs, what they need to do is they need to take the smart shot.
Mm-hmm.
That one shot by Riley Vincent, a running floater, that didn't hit anything. It maybe grazed a little bit of backboard, but that was an easy defensive rebound for North Augusta, and that player was able to find Ingram for that bunny layup.
Yeah, I think the big thing is Coach Smith needs to calm the team down.
Oh, definitely.
They're playing scared right now, I think.
And that's the last thing you want.
Yeah, exactly. As Vincent will bring it over the timeline. Now passes it over far side. Over to Hatchell. Hatchell passes over to Berger. Berger to Berger. Now over to Hatchell, far side corner. Hatchell thought about taking a shot. Now passes over and it gets stolen by Hightower. Hightower will go coast to coast, but good defense. Good transition defense by Vincent, but she loses it. Burns steals it, now laying good.
That's the last thing you want to happen coming out of a timeout.
Yeah, Vincent did a good job on the transition defense, but then she lost the handle after getting the ball. Vereen now with the ball far side, near side wing. Passes inside and it's stolen. It will get saved. Now Lee with the ball. She'll drive, laying no good, but she'll draw a foul and go to the line to shoot two.
And this Chiefs team is starting to have a case of the turnovers early on here. The Chiefs guards have to do a better job of controlling the basketball. So Lee goes back to the line, 4 points tonight. Of course, she missed her and one earlier.
And the first free throw is up and good for Lee.
Now it's North Augusta's lead is swelled back up to 15 now. Now
Second
16.
free throw also good. I think this is the biggest lead the Yellow Jackets have had all night. 16-point lead, just over 3 minutes left to go. Vereen now with the ball, far side wing, passes it over to Vincent. Vincent getting some pressure defense, gets it inside to Hatchell at the elbow, passes it inside to Berger. Berger almost loses it. Hook shot, no good. Rebounded by Hightower. Hightower passes over to Burns. Burns over to Ingram. Ingram, far side corner. Cross court pass to Hightower. Hightower now gets it over to Lee. Lee, another cross court pass over to Burns with the three, no good. Scramble for the ball, and it will be tipped out of bounds, and it will remain Yellow Jackets ball. I thought that went off a Yellow Jackets player.
Well, that was very, how do I put this? It was very, we didn't really have a good view on that one, though.
Hightower with the ball now, far side wing. Now passes it over to Burns. Burns passes it inside, now a kick out, and a scramble for the ball, and the Chiefs come up with it. Berger now with the ball. She'll drive, now kick out to Vincent. Now over to Vereen. Vereen passes it inside to Hatchell, who gives it to Berger. Berger tried to put up a floater, no good. Rebounded by North Augusta. Burns now with the ball. And she will slow the tempo down at the near side wing. Just under 2 minutes left to go in the half. Now Burns with the ball. Once again, near side wing. Passes it over to Lee. Lee back over to Burns. Burns over to Hightower.
Looks like the Chiefs are starting to play a little bit more zone. They don't want to have any three-pointers given up, especially by Burns.
Burns with the ball once again, near side corner. Now passes it over to Lee. Lee thought about driving, now passes it over to Hightower. And a timeout is called by North Augusta.
Well, North Augusta was just passing the ball around. They didn't really know how to attack the Chiefs zone. I mean, they have been pretty good from three land, 4 3-pointers to be exact.
I mean, you have to wonder how much of that is them not knowing how to attack the zone and how much of that is them basically just trying to run out the clock at this point.
Well, 1:26 remaining here in the first half. They have a 16-point lead as it's still 35-19, but it's going to be very interesting come halftime. What is Coach Smith going to say to her team to get them charged back up?
Exactly. She did a very good job in the game against Bluffton. Let's see if she can do it again as we are underway again as Ingram drives and draws a foul. And she will go to the line to shoot two with 1:22 left to go in the first half. 35-19, Chiefs trail by 16.
And North Augusta is now into the bonus the rest of the way, as that's the Chiefs' 7th team foul.
But, I mean, that's one thing that Coach Smith talked about as the first free throw is up and good. 36-19 now.
And that gives Ingram 8 points on tonight, the future Winthrop Eagle.
Second free throw, no good. And a scramble for the ball. I believe jump ball was called.
No, they're going to call a foul on Jordan Berger.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I thought that was a jump ball, but the refs are going to get Berger.
No, they're going to call a foul on a North Augusta player.
Okay, I jumped to conclusions.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
As the Chiefs get the ball back now, Vincent with the ball at the point. She'll bring it far side. Now brings it back out, passes it over to Berger. Berger now passes it inside. Now Berger to Berger, and she loses the handle, and it's stolen by Lee. Lee passes it over to Hightower. Hightower back over to Lee. Lee will now reset at the point. Now over to Burns. Burns drives, laying no good, but she'll draw the foul. And she will go to the line to shoot two. That was actually Ingram who drew the foul.
Well, she's been penetrating the paint all night, and she's been going to the line, so she's been forcing the Chiefs to foul her. She is a very dominant player.
Like you mentioned, that's why she's going to Winthrop next season, as the first free throw is up and good.
As Destiny Vereen's going to come in, and Jordan Berger's going to take a seat.
She gets to the line a lot. Coming into this game, she had shot 115 free throws already. And the second one is also good. So that's something that she's known for, is drawing fouls. As Vincent now brings the ball up over the timeline. She'll bring it far side. Now brings it back out. Passes it inside to Vereen. Vereen now passes it inside to Berger. Lay in, good.
Jenna Berger breaks the Chiefs' scoring drought, 38-21. 30 seconds remain in the first half.
Yeah, prior to that, a big run for the Yellow Jackets as Burns with the ball. Now passes over to Hightower. Hightower passes it inside, almost stolen. But Lee now with the ball, now kicks out to Burns, who had a wide open look again, but decided against it. Now Burns once again with the ball off of the pass from Hightower. Burns stops and pops from three for the point, and she drains it. That was from college range.
And that is a punch in the gut for the Chiefs.
And that shot came at the buzzer to end the first half.
And that's kind of the story it's been for the Chiefs. So they go into the locker room down by 20, probably the biggest deficit this season at half.
I was just going to say, I think this is the biggest deficit the Chiefs have had all season.
41-21 at the half. It's going to be interesting to see what Coach Smith says to her players, as they have nothing to hold back now.
Yeah, the Chiefs really have to get something going in the second half. So we'll take a quick break and come right back with first half stats and analysis and get you ready for the second half here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Welcome back as we are at halftime here in North Augusta with the score 41-21. Chiefs down by 20 here in North Augusta. And Tyler, Chiefs need to get something going in the second half.
Well, this is most definitely uncharted territory for North Myrtle Beach. All season they haven't had a deficit this big at the half, but there still is another half of basketball left to play. But the question is, North Augusta has had the momentum for the last 3 minutes of the first quarter, and you could probably say the whole second quarter.
Oh, yeah. They definitely had the momentum throughout that second quarter, and that three at the buzzer to end the first half is definitely a big momentum boost for North Augusta.
Most definitely, and that actually happened in the boys' game on Saturday night as well, as Austin Harrell hit a three far side at the buzzer. So North Augusta's looking pretty good. I mean, they average 71 points per game.
No.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said no. Like,
Yeah.
you questioned me?
No. 71.74 points per game.
And they're well over that average right now.
So the Chiefs really need to get something going.
Well, let's go over some stats, shall
Yes.
we? So, North Myrtle Beach, their stats, Adaya Vereen has 2 points. She had a few possessions where she was fighting down low in the post for some offensive rebounds.
She had a couple of offensive rebounds, but the problem is, and we talked about this a little earlier, she wasn't able to put them back in.
And that's what's very crucial, and North Augusta did make the Chiefs pay for those possessions. Riley Vincent has 2 points. I believe that was on a floater from in the paint area. Probably, maybe the foul line area.
Yeah, high block, somewhere around there.
Jordan Berger leads the Chiefs. She has 9 points. That's 3 2-point field goals and 1 3-pointer. Daviana Hatchell has 4 points. She's made a 3-pointer, and she is 1 of 2 from the line. And rounding out the scoring, Jenna Berger, she has 2 buckets, good for 4 points. So we said earlier, we don't know how many times the Chiefs would be going to the line tonight, and that I said that they have to take advantage of those opportunities if and when they come. They've only been to the line once. Daviana Hatchell was that player, and she went 1 of 2 from the line. And for North Augusta, wow. We'll start off with Tylia Burns, and she's been a thorn in the Chiefs' back, especially with the 3-ball. So let's count this up. Burns at half has 16 points, including 12 off of 3-pointers.
Yeah, that's been one of the big problems that the Chiefs have had. They've been leaving Burns open on the perimeter far too often.
Ayanna Hightower, the sophomore, number 11 for North Augusta, she has 12 points. That's 3 2-point field goals and a 3-pointer. So those are the 5 3-pointers for North Augusta up to this point. But the first 2 players I read off, they're already in double digits at halftime. Jamani Ingram, the senior, she's been to the line most often tonight, 6 times to be exact. She is 4 of 6. That's a 67% clip. And she has 3 buckets to go along with that, so that gives her 10. So that's another player in double digits.
Yeah, the Yellow Jackets have been moving the ball around a lot, have been getting everyone involved, and they've just been a dominant force thus far in the first half.
Well, they're moving the ball around the perimeter very, very quickly, and Coach Smith had the Chiefs go into a zone to protect the perimeter, defend it a bit better, and, well, with the exception of that buzzer beater, the Chiefs did a pretty good job after they switched to that zone late in the first half. And rounding out the scoring for North Augusta, Kiana Lee, the 5'7" junior. She has been to the line 5 times. She has made 4. And with her 1 basket made from the field, that gives her 6 points. So the scoring for North Augusta, I mean, it's a little spread out, but 3 of them are already in double digits, and that's wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even think of a word to describe that.
It's just incredible to see.
I believe the only opposing player we've seen in double digits in both games was Loyal McQueen. And now you're dealing with 3 players in double digits.
Yeah.
And for the Chiefs, what you have to do is you have to be stronger on the boards, both offensive and defensively. There are a lot of times where North Augusta was getting a lot of very easy offensive rebounds. The Chiefs were getting a little soft in the paint, but it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here in the second half. The Chiefs have a major mountain to climb, but this is basketball. Anything could happen, and this could still be a game, but the Chiefs need to make sure that they can stop North Augusta and get the tempo back on their side.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a long hill to climb, but as Yogi said,
Yogi Berra,
it ain't over till it's over.
One of the great Yogiisms, as he would call it.
Exactly.
So we're under 40 seconds here before we start the second half. Both teams are on the floor. One thing that sticks out to me as the Chiefs are already sending their group back out onto the floor, there's only been 1 substitution all night. They've been rotating 6 players. That 1 player is Destiny Vereen. Of course, the Chiefs are shorthanded tonight at the guard position. Ashanti White, she is unable to attend tonight's game tonight with the passing of her aunt. So all of our condolences are with her and with her family. We really wish Ashanti was here tonight, but we definitely understand.
That is one thing I forgot to mention, as we are underway here in the third quarter with North Myrtle Beach starting with the ball. Vincent will drive, kick out to Berger, and a
kick ball.
Kick ball will be called, so the Chiefs will retain possession.
And it's crucial. How will the Chiefs start on this first possession of the second half?
This can give them a lot of momentum if they're able to get a bucket right here. As Vincent now with the ball, she'll bring it out to the point. Brings it near side, and a whistle will be blown, and they're going to – did they call it traveling on Vincent?
It was either a travel or a charge, but I've never seen a charge outside of the three-point line.
And it looked like the North Augusta player was moving, but
that's true.
That's neither here nor there, as Hightower now brings the ball up. Passes it over to Ingram. Ingram near side wing. Now back over to Hightower. Hightower far side wing. Driving near side, now kick out to Burns. Burns will drive far side, lay in good.
Oh, that was Ingram.
Excuse me, Ingram with the lay in.
So Ingram with the first bucket of the second half. The lead is now 22 for North Augusta. 45 seconds have elapsed. 43-21.
Now Vereen passes over to Berger. Berger far side wing, now drives near side. Now passes inside to her sister, lay in good. 43-23, Chiefs down by 20. Hightower now with the ball, now passes over to Ingram. Ingram near side wing. Now passes it cross court over to Hightower. Hightower back over to Ingram. Ingram near side wing. Now passes it over to Burns, and Burns loses the handle, and it will go out of bounds. It will be Chief ball. Nice job by the Chiefs forcing the turnover.
Now it's time for the Chiefs to see if they can take advantage of a North Augusta turnover.
Vincent to bring the ball up over the timeline. Now brings it far side, stutter step, now brings it back near side. Backing down her man, now brings it back out to the point. Now brings it near side and almost gets it stripped, and she does. Hightower with the steal. Now Burns brings the ball up over the timeline. Passes it over to Ingram. Ingram far side wing, passes over to Hightower with the three from the point, no good. Long rebound out to Berger. Berger passes out to Hatchell. Hatchell lay in, no good, but she will draw the foul and go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, the Chiefs will be going to the line for the second time tonight, and Hatchell will be going back to the line for the second time. Of course, shooting 1 of 2 from the line tonight. She has 4 points thus far.
First free throw for Hatchell is up and good. 43-24 with just over 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
And Adaya Vereen is positioned out by the foul line, waiting for a North Augusta barrage to come through.
As the second free throw is no good, rebounded by North Augusta. Hightower passes over to Burns. Burns passes it inside. Lay-in is good by Smith.
That's her first bucket of the night.
45-24. Hatchell brings the ball up over the timeline. Passes it out to Vincent. Vincent now over to Berger. Berger with the three. High arcing three, no good. Tip out and rebounded by Smith. Smith, long outlet pass. Lane attempt by Burns, no good. Offensive rebound, however, and it will go out of bounds off of Smith, and it will be Chiefs ball.
Well, North Augusta was definitely pushing up the tempo there. Fortunately, they weren't able to convert, so the Chiefs will have another opportunity to cut into this deficit.
Hatchell crossover, now brings it far side, now over to Vincent, now to Berger. Berger, far side corner, now passes it over to Vereen, now over to Hatchell, near side corner. Vereen passes it high over to Berger. Berger had to scramble to save it, but she's not able to do so, and it is North Augusta ball once more.
Very light scoring third quarter to start off here.
Yes, very slow scoring for third quarter as Hightower passes it over to Ingram. Ingram now back over to Hightower, near side corner. She'll bring it far side. Now passes it inside, and it's stolen. Chiefs with the ball, but it's stolen right back by North Augusta. Passes inside, lay-in good by Smith.
Smith has really come alive here to start the second half. She has all 4 points in this half.
A bit of pressure. Now Vincent with the three from the point, no good. And it will go out of bounds, and it will be North Augusta ball.
And now North Myrtle Beach needs a timeout.
Yeah, North Myrtle Beach calls the timeout. 47-24 with 4:36 left to go in the third quarter.
Well, it seems like every time the Chiefs start to make a little cut into this deficit, it seems like North Augusta gets it back, or they
just
extend it a little more.
Gets it right back and then extends it a little bit further. Exactly. The Chiefs will get something going. It looks like they're going to start building up some momentum, and then on the next possession, the Yellow Jackets just get it right back, and then they get another basket after that to extend the lead even further.
Well, there has been very little excitement off of the Chiefs bench all night, actually.
Yeah.
And they realize what's at stake, and the way this North Augusta team has come out, realizing they want that fourth state championship, they're going to do anything, hold no bars against North Myrtle Beach.
And the Yellow Jackets get it going once again. Ingram drives inside, no good on the lay-in attempt, rebounded by Hatchell. Vincent with the ball, passes over to Vereen. Vereen over to Berger. Berger thought about taking a shot, now passes inside to Hatchell. Hatchell with the two, no good. Offensive rebound by Berger. Her shot gets rejected, and North Augusta comes up with it once again. Hightower now with the ball. She'll bring in far side wing. Now brings it near side. Over to the point. Now hands it off to Ingram. Ingram now back over to Hightower at the point. And a whistle is blown.
They're going to call a push-off.
A push-off is called on North Augusta. So it will be Chiefs ball.
Well, 3:49 remaining in the third quarter. 47-24, Chiefs are down. They need to get something going, and they need to get something going now.
Hatchell with the ball. She'll bring it up over the timeline. Now passes over to Berger, near side corner. Now passes it inside to Berger. Lay-in attempt, good.
That's Jenna Berger. That's her third bucket of the night.
47-26 with 3.5 left to go in the third quarter. Now Ingram with the ball. Passes it inside, but a high pass goes out of bounds over the head of Lee, and it will be Chiefs ball.
Now it's North Augusta starting to get a little sloppy, so maybe the Chiefs can get something going here.
This is the moment that the Chiefs need to take advantage of North Augusta playing a little lackadaisical.
Well, they don't come often, North Augusta making mistakes, I can tell you.
Hatchell with the ball. She'll bring it far side, passes it over to Berger. Berger far side corner, passes it over to Vereen, far side wing. She stutter step and drive. Tried to get out to Vereen, almost lost the handle, but she recovers. Now passes it over to Hatchell. Hatchell near side wing, now hands it off to Vincent. Vincent will reset at the point. Crossover, drive, now brings it back out. Now passes it inside to Vereen, and she gets that shot rejected. And North Augusta brings it up again. Ingram with the ball, now passes it over to Hightower. At the point, now back over to Ingram, far side wing. Ingram with the ball. She'll pass it over near side wing to Hightower. Hightower back over to Ingram. Ingram thought about driving, now over to Hightower. Now over to Smith.
Aaron Moore.
Moore with the long two.
Another 6'2" player off of North Augusta's bench gets her first bucket of the night.
From the near side corner. Now pass inside to Berger. Lay in good.
Nice reverse layup. She claps her hands thunderously. The Chiefs need to get something going. Hopefully that's something to get a roll started.
Hightower with the ball. She passes it to Ingram. Ingram back over to Hightower. Hightower far side wing. Now passes it inside to Lee. Lee loses it, and it's stolen by Berger. Berger thought about driving. Now passes it inside. Berger laying
yes.
Good and one.
Now the Chiefs have something cooking, and it seems for the first time in a while.
Chiefs now have the opportunity to cut the deficit down to 18 here with the end one. Minute 40 left to go in the third quarter.
And Coach Smith going with a little bit more size. Adia Vereen's going to check out. Jamisha Moss is going to check in. They want to counter North Augusta's bigs.
The end one misses, and it's rebounded by North Augusta. Hightower brings the ball up slowly over the timeline. She sets up a play at the point, passes it over to Burns, and a whistle is called. And a foul will be called on the Chiefs.
Looks like they're going to get Moss.
That'll be on Jermisha Moss. Minute and a half left to go in the third quarter. 49-30, Chiefs trail by 19. Lee to do the inbounding. Gets it over to Burns. Burns passes it inside to Smith. No good on the lay-in attempt. Rebounded by Berger. Berger, long outlet pass. Jenna with the lay-in.
Giving her 8 points, and the Chiefs continue to chip into this deficit. Now it's down to 17.
Driving, passes it inside, but Smith answers right back with a lay-in of her own. And it's 51-32 with just over a minute left to go in the third. Hatchell with the ball, crossover, stop and pop from the point, no good. Offensive rebound, however, by Hatchell, scramble for the ball, but then Hightower is able to come up with it. Long outlet pass to Lee. Lee will not make the lay-in, but she will draw the foul and go to the line to shoot two.
Well, good job by Riley Vincent there, staying with the bigger North Augusta player, Lee, trying to alter that shot. She will get called for the foul, though.
The 5'7" Lee.
Lee is 4 or 5 from the line tonight. She does have 6 points, make that 7.
Her first free throw goes up and in, extending the lead out to 20 once more. 52-32 with 52.1 seconds left to go. Second free throw, also nothing but net.
So very interesting. Daviana Hatchell's going to bring the ball over the timeline.
She's been doing that a couple of times tonight.
She's been the most consistent getting the ball up with most ease, though.
Hatchell gets a pick, now hands it off to Vincent. Vincent puts an errant shot, and she drains it. An off-balance shot by Vincent goes in. Great shot by her. Hightower now with the ball, almost stolen. Now Burns, now back over to Hightower. Now over to Gartrell. Now back over to Hightower. Back over to Gartrell. Now passes it inside, almost stolen. Lee has to go out and save it, and she does. Gets it to Gartrell. Now Hightower passes it inside, but an errant pass goes out of bounds, and it will be Chiefs ball.
Well, 7.7 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. The Chiefs have one last shot to get a 2 or maybe even a 3 and go into the fourth quarter with a little bit of a reduced deficit.
Hatchell brings the ball up over the timeline, passes it over to Vincent. No time left, and they finally get the shot off at the buzzer, but no dice. So after 3, it is 53-34. Chiefs trail by 19. And, I mean, it ain't over till it's over.
That
but
is true.
I think at this point, the Chiefs really need to get something big going at the beginning of the fourth quarter if they want to have any chance of coming back in this one.
Well, they did do a good job in the third quarter limiting Tylia Burns to no points, of course. But the thing is, Paris Smith, one of the 6'2 players, is starting to get involved a little bit more. She's definitely using her height advantage. And North Augusta has been just feeding the ball inside for most of the third quarter, and it's been difficult on the Chiefs bigs. They just don't have anybody that size who can go one-on-one with a player like Paris Smith.
Yeah, very tough for the Chiefs here as we go into the final quarter of this one.
Looks like it's going to be the two Burgers, Jordan and Jenna, Jamisha Moss, Riley Vincent, and Daviana Hatchell out on the floor to start. So going with two bigs to hopefully counteract North Augusta. It's going to be interesting to see how this turns out.
Hightower passes it over to Ingram. Ingram brings it far side, passes it inside, lay-in attempt no good, and it's rebounded by Berger. Vincent now passes out, it's tipped, out of bounds by Lee. It will remain Chiefs ball.
And the Chiefs need to get something on this possession. If you want to have a chance of coming back here in this fourth quarter, you got to get started right now.
Vincent with the ball, now brings it far side. Now we'll reset at the point. Brings it near side, now passes it over to Berger. Berger will bring it far side, now passes it inside to Hatchell, who draws a foul. And she will go to the line to shoot 2.
And maybe that's the Chiefs' protocol to start the fourth quarter. Keep drilling the ball into the paint and just hope for foul calls and get to the line.
Yeah, especially because their three-point shooting hasn't exactly been the best today, as the first free throw is up and good by Hatchell. And now it's 53-35.
Hatchell has been to the line most often for the Chiefs. 5 attempts. She has made 3 of them.
I think she's been the only Chief to get to the line tonight.
Well, Jordan Berger missed an and-one opportunity earlier on.
As the second free throw misses. Long outlet pass to Burns. Burns thought about driving, now brings it back out. Almost stolen. Now Ingram gets it stolen. Passes out to out to Berger. Berger kicks it out to Hatchell. Long 2, no good. Offensive rebound by Berger, laying good.
And that's the intensity that the Chiefs most definitely need late in this one. A minute has elapsed off the clock, and the Chiefs are still down by 16.
53-37, double team by the Chiefs. They get it inside. Now kick out to Burns. Burns with the 3, no good. Scramble for the ball, offensive rebound, and a foul is called, and 1.
And Ingram is hurt, and she is hurt bad.
Ingram comes down hard, and she's holding on to her knee. And she will be attended to.
Well, she drove hard into Jamisha Moss, and Jamisha Moss, she's she's got a build to her where she's not going to get pushed around easily inside, and now Ingram knows that, and unfortunately in probably the worst way possible.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll take a quick break right here as they attend to Ingram. Or no, actually, excuse me.
She's going to be okay. And she's going to be taken out of game.
She'll walk off under her own power and go sit on the bench.
So Aaron Moore will go to the line to shoot the and 1 in place of Ingram at the 6:45 mark remaining in this one. Chiefs down by 18.
And
now
the
19.
The end 1 is good. 56-37, 6:45 left to go in the game. Hatchell will bring the ball up over the timeline. Now passes over to Vereen. Vereen over to Berger. Berger back over to Vereen. Back over to Hatchell. Hatchell over to Berger. Berger back over to Hatchell, throwing it around the perimeter. Vereen now. Berger thought about taking the three. Now passes it cross court over to Hatchell. Hatchell with the three, no good. And it will go out of bounds off of a North Augusta player, so will remain Chief ball.
It's going to be very interesting to see what the Chiefs do here on this inbounds play.
Inbound from the baseline, gets it to Hatchell, who stops and pops three from the far side corner, and she drains it.
And that's very much needed, as now it's down to a 16-point game.
And a foul is called on Berger.
That's on Jenna Berger. So it looks like Ingram is okay for North Augusta. She's going to check in for Erin Moore at the 6:16 mark.
As we get underway once again, Ingram with the ball. She'll drive baseline, almost lost it, but it goes right to Lee. She tries to put up the lay-in, but no good. But she will draw the foul and go to the line to shoot two.
And the North Myrtle Beach fans are saying, come on, give us a break. And judging by our view, maybe she got clipped a little bit, but
I think she probably did.
Yeah,
get
she
clipped a
probably
little
got
bit
clipped.
there, as the first free throw is good by Lee.
Lee is now 7 of 8 from the foul line, and with her one bucket, that gives her 9 points, so
And
she has a chance to get into double digits.
Kind of surprising how well she's been shooting her free throws tonight, as she came into this game with a 65% free throw percentage. She makes the second one as well, so she does get into double digits with 6 minutes left to go in the game. Hatchell with the ball. She'll bring it up over the timeline. Now brings it far side. Passes over to Vereen, far side wing. Vereen now at the point. She'll bring it near side. She'll drive, lay in, good.
Vereen gets her first bucket of the second half.
Long outlet pass to Burns. Burns passes it inside. Now kick out to Burns again. Almost stolen. Now getting it inside to Ingram. She gets a lay-in and one.
And Destiny Vereen, who just recently checked in the game, just said something to ref, probably along the lines of, I barely touched her. You got to be kidding me with this.
Well, as you know in basketball, the stars get the calls.
And Coach Smith is now saying something to the lead official too.
Ingram with the end one, good.
Ingram is now 5 of 7 from the line tonight.
Hatchell will bring the ball up over the timeline. 5.5 left to go. Now passes inside. Berger laying good. 61-44. Chiefs trail by 17. Hightower brings it up. Now passes it over to Burns. Burns inside. And a scramble for the ball. Chiefs are able to get the steal. Long outlet pass to Vereen. Vereen lay in good.
And now the Chiefs faithful are starting to get excited. They're trying to go on to a run here.
5 minutes left to go. 61-46. Chiefs trail by 15. Almost a steal. Hightower just barely gets it over the timeline. And a jump ball a foul will be called.
Wow.
I thought Vereen had the handle on the ball, but they will call a foul on a day of Vereen.
You have got to be kidding me here. Coach Smith is livid.
And that will send Hightower to the line, as that's the Chiefs' 8th foul. First free throw, good for Hightower.
That is Hightower's 10th point of the night. So another North Augusta player in the double digits. She's 1 of 2 from the line with that make.
62-46 as the second free throw is up and good as well. Hatchell, slight full court press, but they'll back off. Now passes it over to Moss. Moss passes inside, an errant pass goes out of bounds. And it will be North Augusta. Oh, no, they'll actually say it went off of a North Augusta player.
Well, seeing the urgency now, Jordan Berger is going to check back into the game, and Jamisha Moss is going to check out. Berger twins really have to carry this team now.
Passes over to Moss with the three, no good. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram with the ball, passes over to Hightower. Hightower back over to Burns. Burns cross court, inside to Ingram, laying good. Ingram cut into the paint for the easy lay-in. Hatchell now with the ball. 65-46. Passes inside to Berger. Berger backing down, lay-in, good.
Jenna has come alive. That gives her 14 points on the night.
Hightower now brings the ball up over the timeline. Passes over to Ingram. Ingram brings it far side.
They're going to say she stepped on the sideline.
They will say she stepped out of bounds, so it's Chiefs ball. Just over 4 left to go in the game, 65-48. Hatchell brings the ball up over the timeline. She crosses over, she'll drive. Stop and pop from the far side elbow, and she drains it. 65-50, Chiefs down by 15, slight full court press. They're able to get it out. Now a kick out to Ingram. Ingram over to Hightower. Hightower to Burns, far side wing. Now passes inside, lay-in, good by Lee. And it's 67-50, and Coach Smith calls a timeout. 3.5 left to go in the game.
And it's a 67-50 lead for North Augusta, a 17-point deficit for North Myrtle Beach. Wow.
Yeah.
The Chiefs have been able to make very little make a very little cut into this deficit, and North Augusta just keeps pounding the ball inside without any mercy, and they have been finishing.
Like we mentioned before, Chiefs will get, a bucket. You think they might get a little bit of momentum, but then North Augusta comes right back and scores one of their own. And oftentimes it's 2 for 1.
That's been the story all night.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So Coach Smith in the huddle with her team, what do you think she's saying right now?
I don't know at this point, because do you think this is the moment where she's saying, we had a good season, all of that? Or do you think she's still saying, let's fight hard, let's try to get this win?
I'd say try and make the score look more respectable, because I said multiple times, this is uncharted territory. Coach Smith really hasn't coached in situations like this season.
No. Berger with the lay-in, no good. Offensive rebound, though. She'll draw the foul. So she'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. This is her first chance at the line tonight.
Second chance.
Oh,
she had the N1 opportunity.
Right.
So it's crucial for Berger to make these 2 foul shots. The Chiefs need to start cutting into this deficit.
First free throw is good.
And that's a good start.
67-51, Chiefs down by 16. Second free throw also good. Chiefs going into a full court press. Double team. They get it out to Burns. Burns gets double teamed. Has to get it out. And a whistle is blown. Timeout is called by North Augusta. Timeout is called by Coach Al Young.
And the North Augusta coaching staff is furious. Why did you pick up your dribble there? The Chiefs did a very nice job getting into a trap and forcing them to call a timeout. But this gives North Augusta the time to relax, draw something up, and see if they can execute it against this Chiefs defense.
67-52, Chiefs down by 15 here with 3:10 left to go in the game.
And the North Augusta faithful is starting to sense victory.
Yes.
The cheerleaders, they're pretty pumped right now, as they should be.
Yeah, I mean, having the opportunity for an entire class to win state championships in all 4 of their years here at North Augusta is a big accomplishment, and the Yellow Jackets are looking to do that this season.
Well, the Chiefs were in the huddle a lot longer, and I'm curious to find out what that is about.
Trying to draw up some sort of play. As they get inside to Burns, lay-in attempt no good, but she gets her an offensive rebound. Passes it out. Now Ingram with the ball, and she'll slow the tempo down. 3 minutes left to go. She'll bring it down the baseline. Floater, no good. Rebounded by Moss. Long outlet pass. Inside the Berger, lay-in attempt no good. Rebounded by North Augusta. Ingram with the ball, now passes it over to Hightower. Hightower gets double teamed. Now to Burns. Burns passes inside. Lay-in attempt is good by Smith. 69-52. 2.5 left to go. Hatchell passes it inside, and a whistle is blown.
They're going to get a push-off call on North Augusta.
Push-off call on North Augusta. That is their 6th team foul. Now passes it inside, lay-in good by Moss.
That was Jordan Berger.
By Berger.
So the deficit's back down to 15 as the Chiefs are now back into a full-court press.
As another double team gets it inside and stolen. Hatchell with the steal. She'll drive up the court. Now sets up a play, passes it across court, now passes it inside to Berger. Berger almost lost it, and she will draw a foul and go to the line to shoot 2.
And now the Chiefs fans are starting to get back into this one. The North Augusta faithful are booing the call. You're up by 15 with under 2 minutes to go.
Just under 2 minutes left to go. As the first free throw by Berger is good.
She's now 3 of 4 from the line.
69-55. Second free throw also good. And that'll cut the deficit down to 13. Long outlet pass inside. Lay-in by Smith, good.
And that's the last thing you want to happen. Have a quick transition bucket for North Augusta.
Hatchell brings the ball up over the timeline. Crossover, she'll drive. Now kicks it out to Vereen. Vereen drives, lay-in good. 71-58 with a minute and a half left to go. Another transition opportunity, and Smith puts it in again. Wide open lay-in.
And the Chiefs defense definitely fell asleep on that one.
They fell asleep on these last 2 possessions as North Myrtle Beach calls the timeout. And minute 21 left to go.
And at this point, with a, let's see if I can do some basic math, 15-point deficit in 81 seconds remaining in this one, you have to assume this one's a goner.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over. A great season for the Chiefs regardless, making it all the way to the quarterfinals. They made it to the quarterfinals a couple of years ago, back in 2018, before losing to Wilson, who is also a very good team with one Loyal McQueen.
And hold on a second. Looks like Jenna Berger is at the line getting ready to...
Did they call a technical foul on North Augusta?
Maybe on their crowd, but who knows? I mean, Jenna Berger is at the line getting ready to shoot, too. So Jenna Berger has not been to the line yet.
It can't be a technical foul because the players are surrounding the paint. So maybe they called a I'm not sure exactly what they called, but either way, Jenna Berger to the line. First one, no good.
They're going to call a lane violation on the Chiefs. Wow.
Oh, that's a tough break for the Chiefs. The free throw was missed anyway, and North Augusta did get the rebound.
So Riley Vincent is going to check in for Destiny Vereen and another timeout for North Myrtle Beach. Wow. That was the last thing the Chiefs needed, missing that.
An interesting series of events in these last few minutes. Minute and a half. Minute 21 remaining in the game. 73-58. Chiefs trail by 15. And like I was saying, Chiefs, even if they lose this one, which it looks like more than likely they will, great season overall.
This is a roster that has a lot of talent top to bottom, and the younger players who are returning, they have loads of potential, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see in the years coming how these players will harness their abilities and tap into that potential.
As North Augusta inbounds, gets a double team, almost stolen, and the Chiefs will intentionally foul. That will send Lee to the line to shoot 1-1.
Lee has been the best foul shooter for North Augusta, 8 of 9. Wow. So she has 13 points on the night.
First free throw, no good. Offensive rebound, however, by North Augusta. And a steal by Berger. Berger will drive coast to coast, lay in, no good. Offensive rebound, however, by the Chiefs. Scrambled for the ball on the ground, and a timeout is called by North Augusta.
And on that lay-in attempt by Jenna Berger, the North Augusta fans were screaming for a travel call. Of course, they don't get their wish.
Minute and 2 seconds left to go in the game. 73-58.
Well, these Chiefs, they're playing hard to the
Yeah,
end. You got to give them
exactly.
that. Got to give them that.
And looking ahead to next season, it's going to be interesting to see how this team does after losing 2 very key players in the Berger twins.
Well, you're going to have to replace roughly 30 points of scoring
Yeah.
somehow. But Coach Smith is definitely hoping that the returnees and even some of the new faces that will be called up from JV, hopefully they can pick up the slack.
Yeah, but you are losing 2 first-team All-Region players next season, so it's going to be interesting to see how this team can do next season. But as of right now, we get the inbound as Lee brings the ball out. Minute left to go. Now Hightower with the ball. She'll pass it over to Lee. Lee will drive. Now hands it off. Lay in by Ingram, no good. Rebounded by Berger. Berger outlet to her sister. Now another outlet pass to Berger. Lay in, good. 30 seconds left to go. Chiefs down by 13.
And North Myrtle Beach is not quitting, still going back into the zone.
They're still playing a full court press. Now Gartrell passes it over to Ingram, and a whistle is blown. Chiefs will foul.
And that's going to be on Jordan Berger.
That'll send Ingram to the line to shoot 2, as that puts the Chiefs in the double bonus.
Jordan Berger's going to check out for the final time in her career. Coach Smith is going to clear the bench. Jamisha Moss, and it looks like Katie Runyon will be checking in. And here comes Runyon.
So she'll get some time on the floor.
Adea Verine's going to check out, so Runyon is going to take her spot for the foul shot attempt, giving the Bergers their well-deserved send-off.
As the first free throw is good by Ingram.
Ingram is 6 of 8 from the line tonight. She has 20 points.
Second free throw, no good. And a whistle will be blown. Lane violation will be called on the Chiefs.
No, they called another foul.
So Ingram gets to go to the line again to shoot another one. Second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound, though, by Smith.
And
Vincent will still foul. And that'll send Gartrell to the line.
And you have to assume this is probably the last time the Chiefs are going to foul. They're probably going to start to call off the dogs. Gartrell is scoreless in this one, so she's looking to get on the stat sheet.
First free throw, good. She came in as a 45% free throw shooter, but she makes her first one. Second free throw, no good, and that ball will go out of bounds, and it will be Chief ball. 12.5 seconds left to go.
Well, this is it. The Chiefs are going to have one last chance to end their season off with a bucket.
And a whistle is blown.
Was there a foul?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to call a foul on someone. And that'll send Berger to the line. First free throw by Berger. High arcing free throw, no good. Offensive rebound, though, by the Chiefs. Lay-in attempt, no good. Another offensive rebound, again, no good. 5 seconds left to go. Scramble for the ball. And a jump ball will be called. Possession error will favor the Chiefs.
Well, 5.4 seconds remaining in this one. Get one last bucket going into the offseason.
And Hatchell takes a three, no good. And that offensive rebound by Vincent, three at the buzzer, no good. And now lend it with the final score being 75-60. North Augusta advances to the lower state finals in the SCHSL playoffs. And that'll end the Chiefs season with a final record of 22-5.
And North Augusta was in control from this one.
Absolutely.
From probably the 5-minute mark in the first quarter on. And when I read off the stat sheet, you will see how in control they were. So let's get to that, shall we?
Yeah, let's run through the stats real quick.
So Adea Vereen, the sophomore, had 8 points. Riley Vincent had 4. Jordan Berger, in her final game in her high school career, she had a really good game. She had 19 points, including 4 or 5 from the foul line. Daviana Hatchell got to the line most often. In 6 attempts, she made 3 of them, and she had a bucket. And she had 2 threes. So that gives her, let's see if I can do some mental math here, 11. And I actually missed a 3 for Jordan Berger, so that gives her 21 on the night. So she hits the 20 mark. Jenna Berger had 16 points tonight and was 0 of 2 from the line. North Myrtle Beach as a team had 3 3-pointers the entire night, and from the line they were, let's see here, 13, 7 of 13. For North Augusta, congratulations on their success. They will be moving on to face the winner of Crestwood and Wilson. That'll definitely be a game to keep an eye on next week. Tylia Burns, she did all of her damage in the first half. She was quiet in the last 16 minutes of this one. She finished with 16 points. Ayana Hightower, she finished with 11 points, so that's 2 players in double digits. Jamani Ingram, the future Winthrop Eagle, averaging 19.9 points per game. She finished with, let's see, 20 exactly. Are you kidding me? She got it by 0.01 point. And, sorry, Paris Smith was quiet in the first half, but she came on strong. She had 12 points. She had a nice night underneath. Kiana Lee, the 5'7" junior, was very efficient from the foul line, 8 of 10 to be exact. And with her 2 buckets, that gives her 12 points. Erin Moore, the 6'2" sophomore, she ended the night with 3 points. So North Augusta, they had a lot of weapons, and it showed. They had 4 players in double digits in this one tonight.
Yeah, that just shows how deep this North Augusta team is. So congratulations to them once again. It's been an honor and a privilege to call these games for the North Myrtle Beach girls. And I'll be back next year. You won't
unfortunately, be. Brandon, it's been a pleasure.
It has been.
But we're not done yet.
No, we are not. We are not done yet, as tomorrow the trilogy ends as the rivalry continues, as North Myrtle Beach heads to Myrtle Beach to face the Seahawks in the boys' quarterfinals of the SCHSL playoffs here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. So once again, final score 75-60. North Augusta knock the Chiefs out of the playoffs and end their season. It's been an honor calling all of these games. So for Tyler Kerr, I'm Brandon Bisping signing off for the final time for the girls basketball. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night as the Chiefs face the Myrtle Beach Seahawks in the quarterfinals for the boys.
It's going to be a rowdy one.
It will be a rowdy one. So for Tyler Kerr, I'm Brandon Bisping saying so long, and we'll talk to you tomorrow evening. See you guys.